I was like, whoa! No way! I don't believe it!
Go to the bathroom! You're shitting yourself! Go to the bathroom!
Gamers, it is so good to see you. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Gaming Lifestyle Lounge. I'm your host, America's #1 online video game personality, Ben the Parvinator Parvin. How you guys doing? Welcome, Dustin. Welcome, Soma. Happy Monday to you guys. Happy Monday to the world. Except those of you over the dateline. Forget you. No, happy Tuesday to you. Yeah, I don't want to say that. There's actually a couple folks who do watch this thing from pretty far away, surprisingly. I don't know what possesses them. Well, you're here, and you're here for part 4. Welcome. No, hey, I try to make it fun around here. We do what we can. Welcome, part 4, guys. I'm really loving Shining Force 2. It's been a really fun game. I'm starting to see something... I'm starting to see a little something about what these Sega sickos have been saying about this game. Now, I know that they were really starved for the primo RPGs. And of course, that could be argued all day long. But it seems like, I gotta admit, it seems like they got a good one with the Shining Force series. I'm really digging this one so far, so... Yeah, let's go into part 4. That'll be fun. Yeah, I am ready, Dustin. Yeah, good to see you, man. It's been last week was a long one. The weekend was nice, recuperative for the most part. It was quite a rainy weekend. It was going pretty good a couple times. I'm looking up at the still, haven't been in this apartment for long, so... I think there's still the habit of like, hey, that ceiling's holding up, right? We're doing good, huh? Everything cool with the new place? My survival instinct is doesn't really feel satisfied here just yet. Although everything's okay. That's just anxiety, baby. Anyway, maybe that too. Who knows? All right. Anyway, how you guys doing? Welcome. Where's the game? Here's what's on the docket for today. Shining Force 2. Love to hear about how your weekend went, what you're up to, what games you're playing, etc. That's a whole lot of different topics there I just introduced, potentially, but who knows? Maybe your weekend was spent playing the game. Yeah. I got a little bit in. I played I've got a handheld that I've been playing through, Zombie Anton's Pokemon Crystal 251 hack. Anton, here it is. Let me, right, there it is, bam, yep, cool. I've got his, if you're interested, he's done a bunch of great Pokemon hacks. We played a few of them on this stream. I'm working through, Crystal 251 right now, and I really like it, and I'm really enjoying the game. I mean, Gen 2 is so fun. I'm taking my time with it. I'm gonna see if I can get all 251, but, yeah, put a little time in on that. I really need to get in on, doesn't say who has time for games. I know. Well, sometimes I feel like I spend so much time setting up for the next stream. I'm like, oh, just, I don't get to actually game, so it goes, but, yeah. We're lapsed on Final Fantasy VII. My wife and I are playing it. It's her first time through, and I was enjoying this playthrough. It's just that, we both are playing we're both playing a game on the side. We got a game on the side, you know how it is, that's taking up more of our time than that. And it's just, there's been like stops and starts to playing through it. And thankfully it hasn't been that crazy to jump back in. There are a couple of natural points where, like early on, it's sort of like, oh, we're chasing Sephiroth around the world. Nothing, like, that's the general storyline beat for a while, and then continues to be. Sorry, give me a second. And, yeah, and it's, but at some point we got to pick the game up. She just saw the big, reveal that, out of respect, I won't mention it, but yeah, I think it ends the first disc, I believe, originally, and we're playing it on our Switch. You did get like a end of part 1 kind of thing, but thank you for answering, Dustin. Yeah, I wanted to get to it sooner. Sorry, I found myself on this FF7 rant, but yeah, thank you. Hey, Francisco, what's up, man? Welcome. Happy Monday. Yeah, it's a cool song, isn't it, Soma? Yeah, I really check out the soundtrack for this game. It's pretty sweet. There's a couple songs that sound like they're from hell, but I think that they're intended to. It gets kind of scary at points, but yeah. I try to use some music from the games we're playing, but sometimes you got to mix it up, and yeah. Try to incorporate a little bit of that. Hey, that's why we don't play as many games. Is I'm going, and the perfectionist in me has got to go find some music, and I don't know. It's cool. Yeah, I hope you guys appreciate it. There is a balance. I try to find a balance between too much setup, and because at a certain point, right, you really can just, like, when is it ready? You could just keep doing that forever. So, yeah. There's some fart synths in the Genesis for sure, Dustin. But yeah, but I'm liking it so far. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, Dustin. Well, she did know about it. I might have even been the one that told her, but I think she saw it elsewhere. But it was years ago that we would have talked about it or mentioned it or something, But yeah, so she knew that at some point it was going to happen, but she hadn't seen the scene. And yeah, it was, I tried not to do too much of like, hey, what she, I was very curious what she thought about it, but yeah, she said it was cool. She, she said she could see it being very powerful. it still looked cool at this point, you know. It still was very like, you know, for the FMVs and FF7, of course, can be a little, you know, they can, you know, hey, it was early, right? But it still looks really good. It's still very emotional, and yeah. Yeah, it's funny because during the date scene, she ended up getting Tifa for the date, and there was 1 or 2 times along the way that I didn't tell her that the date was coming, or that they were, because I don't even know all the things that go into that. You know, they go into the calculus of which of your characters you essentially get to go on a hangout or date with, whatever, and in this one moment, and she didn't know that was coming or anything. It was there were a moment or two where she said something that was kind of just a little bit like I think she was kind of trying to do an in-character Cloud of being like a little rude or choppy, yeah, or a little, you know, a little, yeah, just a little quick, I guess, or kind of a bit rude. There was one I was like, oh man, you're being mean to Eris. And then I was like, oh, I gotta chill out on that. I shouldn't, like, you know, A, I shouldn't let her know which way I lean, you know, keep her guessing on that. Then B, yeah, I didn't want her to know that there was any repercussions or anything. So after that, I was like, all right, you know, I'm not gonna. Hey, this, I wanted her to make all the decisions, and there was a time or two when I was like, oh, hey, you want to play? And she's like, oh, I just played. Because we'll pass the controller back and forth when we play. You know, the other one tries to stay locked in and not, like, you know, distracted. So it's fun. It's a fun way to play games. And but yeah, I think she had just played some and passed it back, and I did like a little bit of dialogue, and I was like, oh, hey, here you go. Or something I knew was coming up. But yeah, she's really liking the game. I think, you know, knowing that it was happening, it you know, I think that changes things. And, you know, we didn't have the most consistent playthrough. We had already taken a break or two of weeks at that point, so, you know, I think that might have cut into some of the emotional impact. But yeah, she said it was yeah, you know, sees how, like, that's a pretty, you know, a pretty bold thing to do for a big franchise, and a you know, like at that point was their biggest, most blockbuster game up until that point. So yeah, it's cool. Good job, Squaresoft. No, I guess reluctantly I'll stop talking about Squaresoft and we'll go Sega. No, we can talk Square all day. I don't care. We can talk Square. We spent so long in that northern crater, or, well, really, we spent a long time in the, like, ancient tower, or ancient, what I forget what it's called. Sorry. Again, we've played the game in so many different, you know, pieces at this point. But yeah, we spent a lot of time in that one, you know, I don't know, I'm forgetting the name of it now. Ancient Temple or something. Temple of the Ancients, maybe. Far too long in there. And basically got a couple of saves in it, and so it's like 3 different nights through that. Yeah. Yeah, for those who are starved for some RPGs, or yeah, Squaresoft leaving Nintendo and man. And of course, there was Nintendo. You know, I love those pictures of the PlayStation, and of course, there's all the what ifs. You know, of man, what if? You know. FF7 was really just pulled so many people into JRPGs that maybe hadn't played. Like I know with me and a couple of my friends, it's like we had played. You know, we had played Pokemon, and then, you know, that's the thing is that FF7 at that point, you know, Pokemon doesn't come out until '98 in the U.S. You know, at that point, FF7, of course, is already out. Oh yeah, so I love talking about this stuff. I'll get to the game in just a second. Yeah, we're about to. In fact, I'll just mention. Basically, at this point, our last kingdom. To make a long story short, a demon was released from unsealed from this tower. Some kind of you know, evil spirit or something. It went and it possessed our king, the king of Granseal, for a bit. Was exorcised and then moved on, eventually finding its way to the king of Granseal, one of Granseal's big allies. Shoot, what was their name? I'm forgetting now. Galar? No. That's Pokemon or something. I've got a note somewhere. Where is it? I started a Shining Force 2 note. Anyway, that other nation, they then went on to attack Granseal, since their king was possessed and ready to kick off a nice war. And going to Granseal, they then found their way to this one tower, or whatever soul was inside of the king found his way to that tower, and they managed to rip a hole essentially in our universe here, or trying to open up, what did he call it, the dark world or something along those lines, the evil world or something. I'm trying to remember now. I should go back and watch that. Took a little clip of it, but that giant rift that opened up, of course, there was a huge earthquake, and all of Granseal is destroyed in that earthquake, pretty much swallowed, torn asunder, and all the townsfolk and those who could escape the castle have now gotten onto this ship, which then sailed over to the mainland and onward to Parvinator. And at the last second, they couldn't really find a suitable place to land, and the king was like, "Hey, let's just run it aground. We're going to break it apart for use it for lumber to build our new, you know, city. So, our new colony." Okay, what else is there to prepare, sir? I think I've done most everything. Well, let me just make sure I've talked to everybody before we head out. Yeah. Well, I feel like we all benefited from their going on to be a PlayStation in terms of the reap the rewards, the rewards of an arms race, you know, between Nintendo, Sony, and then, you know, Microsoft. Although, I don't know. I had an Xbox at one point, but yeah, I feel like, yeah. And this is just the old gamer in me, but there's still a little bit of like, wait, what's Xbox doing at the table? What's Microsoft doing here? I mean, at this point, Xbox, you know, hey, you know, right. Sure. More than well established. Hedgehog, what's going on? Welcome. I think we're good. I think the only thing to do is save and resurrect people. Which... yeah. Some things never change, huh, Dustin? Oh, yeah, like your and often like whoever is leading your town or castle or, you know, nation, whatever, goes mad and like maybe attacks a neighbor hedgehog. Is that kind of... Yeah, and in this one you get the reverse of kind of the next town over, you know, coming in. You know, destroying our hometown. You know, hero with no place to come back to, or yeah, and or hero ashamed of their, you know, of where they came from. Well, yeah, that's a pretty common trope, huh? Wow, we've got some new pieces out on the field, possibly. What is this? Oh, we've got a witch and a goblin. What's our little green tissue? A green ooze. Hunter Goblin. Got some new units. Hunter Goblin, huh? Okay. Goblin. A lot of you guys. Oh, that's right. We're here to save, yeah, this is the... They're all laid out up here. This is one of the folks that was... I don't know, they were out, like, scrounging for resources since we all just landed here. Crash landed. Ran our ship aground. And this guy was getting attacked while he was out. I forgot about that little storyline. Looks like there's another town or something over here. Big pile of... Maybe a cave that's blocked. Maybe. It doesn't look flattering, huh? Giant... Come on, man. You gotta pick that up there, dude. You can't just let your dog do that and keep walking. That ain't right. You know that's not right, too, man. You're just gonna keep on walking. Alright, let's go get this party killed and see what we can do. Still, yeah, that's got a good distance away. Alright, let me not move everybody out too far. Bowie, we gotta be careful, make sure you don't get yourself into some more trouble. If your main character Bowie here, or whatever you name them, passes... Bowie was just too good a name. I had to name him Bowie. If that's the default, come on. What am I supposed to do? If he perishes in battle, that is an instant game over. You don't get a chance to raise him, it seems. But by game over, you go back to the last place you saved, and you have, you know, you've lost half your money. Yeah. All right, Chester the Knight. You can kind of get him out a little bit. He likes to... There's a lot of folks down on this side of that river, huh? Whatever it is. Lake. It's a bunch up there, too. Alright, well, yeah, why don't you go ahead, Chester, start moving out this way. We got Spike, aka Kiwi. This is a little critter we found during all the turmoil back at the castle. Doesn't have much HP. Like to get him leveled up again sometime. Alright, let's make sure we protect Bowie here. Got this ooze to deal with too, huh? Slade, you know, I heard you got a baby. Because he's, there you can see he doesn't have much HP. I don't know, they're already a little extended. I might be screwing up by bringing them out. Let's see what you can do, Slade. Can you get a, Shit! I meant to attack! Why did I just a missed button there. I accidentally hit stay. Damn. Happens. I want you to kind of hang out around the hero, honestly. Now, attack, don't just stay. There we go. Cool little sprite. Alright, Kazine the Mage, I could use your help. I'd like to apologize for putting everyone right next to each other. It's 15% everywhere, huh? Yeah, I guess I could get our slime here. Cause slime could be a problem, huh? Let me see, she's close to death, I think. Maybe I can take her out, I'm hoping. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, it won't hit our folks, so we don't get friendly fire. However, I can't place the attack basically where Bowie is now and hit that witch and the ooze. I can't do that for this like big blaze. It still needs to go on an enemy. The cursor, you know, have to have one of them within. Pretty sure, right? Let me see. Yeah, like, right, okay, well, yeah, it's not within the, exactly, it's not within the radius here. I can't move it off of her since she's furthest in my attack range. Alright, cool. Then let's just hit her with the level 1 blaze. Just get a little blaze. And honestly, let's just have Bowie finish the job here. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. I always remember. Whoa! Don't hit my. Oh, poor Spike. Don't do it. Don't do it, Hunter Goblin. Turns out you can't stop them from getting a second attack in by just saying don't do it, but... Just 5 out of 7. That thing's got a lot of HP. Spike is really sweet, though. I wonder if I can keep him from... We are way up in the mountains here. I like how the tile, you know, determines the battle attack spot. Okay. Ooh, damn. Slade got ripped up. I got an idea. I think our mage can do a move that will heal. I think she got the second level heal spell or whatever, so. Oops. Don't need you to do magic. Let's Spike is kind of exposed out there. Yeah, I know, yeah. I know, I'm worried about Slade right there. I'll probably move a couple people out for this next turn. Nobody's coming to Spike's aid. And with this current weapon, we gotta be right next to people. Yeah, okay. I might be pulling some people back in this next one. Yeah. Well, it'd be a bummer to have, you know, have them not get much experience and stuff, and... Yeah, thanks, Dustin. Okay, now, this is what I wish. I wish I could heal you guys, both of you at the same time, but... Is that hitting everyone within the... That radius looked big. Does somebody else get the... No. Okay. No, that's alright. Spike's gonna need a little help. I'm gonna move Jaha maybe up a little bit. Let me hold on a second. 11 out of 29. That's kind of scary with this ooze having the potential for a second attack. Man, I wish I could get in right next to this guy here, but... I gotta be careful with Bowie, because, you know, he was one double hit away from Doyen. We got Slade at 12 out of 12 now. He barely survived that last one, you know, just by the 1 HP. Honestly, why don't you stay in there and try one more... Hold on. You can't go bail out. No, you're too far away, too. I think I can get Spike to run away. Let me see if I can get a little attack in here. Just the one. Wow, Slade. Yeah, you're not the one to fight against that guy. Out of 18. Might be about time to bust out some of the big guns. Maybe I'll make sure I at least get this guy out. I think our green news is going to get in some attacks in here in a second, but how much damage that's doing? 10. Okay. Just enough. There you go. Kazin is awesome. Okay, let's, yeah, why don't you get in there and start working on this guy? Start working on the ooze, unless... Yeah. Sorry, Spike. I think ooze is about to go. These guys are still not coming out, huh? Oh, damn. Well, that's not, you know... Hopefully he's not doing any crits. Cool. I have to just turns 90 degrees and attack. Yeah. Almost. Oh. Yeah, Dustin. Isn't it crazy how it can just stick in appliances and stuff like that? It's just nuts. How cool is that you got the Dreamcast? So it smells bad. How's it looking? Does it look like it's all yellowed out? Oh, I mean, you know, I don't know that. Of course, it's a different thing with like the plastic yellowing versus, you know, someone smoking. A lot of, hey, what's up, Tater Tutor? What's up, man? Welcome. How you doing? Happy Monday to the Tootin'. I enjoyed your stream. Man, that was fun. Thanks for doing that.
I was like, whoa!
Tater's online. Tater is online. Yeah, absolutely, man. Alright, Spike, I'm a little worried for your safety. I would love it if I could get a hit in and then run, you know? But I can't. Oh, I didn't realize that, Tater. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, of course, always great to see Pickle. And those shenanigans, man. Pickle wanted to be right there. What are you doing? I want to be right there at the center of it. I think that's a good place for me to lie down. Oh, right. Okay, so, okay, right. She's confused. That's funny. How's this team doing? Everybody's good. Bowie could use a little love. Maybe at next turn. Alright, who's next? Start working towards you, maybe? Got these guys up here. Maybe just get ready for the defense there. I'm gonna have you hang out right here, sir. And you stay. And I'm gonna have you move up. Is that still too far away? Still one too far away. Okay. Oh. Alright, yeah, they're all coming my way now. Oh, you had to take her bed for the drawing stream. Yeah, well, you know, I didn't realize that was your first time doing it, man. It was yeah. You have a very, you know, good, just natural energy to you for a stream like that. I feel like it was good, man. There was a point at the beginning when I just started laughing because you were describing your day, and in the background, you know, in the background, I'm just hearing, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. And, you know, it's deep into the song at this point, and, you know, it's just as you're describing, like, what you were up to that day, and I was like, yeah, I just, you know, I did this errand, blah, blah, I went to the dispensary, and then, and I'm hearing, guess who's back in town again? You know, I was just like, yeah, man, that sounds like a good. The boys are back in town. This just sounds like a great day. You know, just I realized that I was sort of, you know, the song was changing my mood, or just you know, affecting the full vibe of everything, and it was good. Thanks for the, yeah, it is, yeah. Alright, so yeah, man, it was cool. That cracked me up. Alright, it's good to see you guys, you know, getting some streams in and stuff. You know, so, I mean, some of the folks who hang around here do it way more than I do. Yeah, always a pleasure. Where do we put this guy? I'm overexposed, so I'm gonna just hang out. You still can't attack anybody just yet, so you could probably hang out too. You can't attack anybody from far away. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, totally. I mean, yeah, I mean, you guys play, you know, when you play StarCraft 2 and other stuff, it is pretty, you know, it's like all jokes aside, yeah, it does use, like, you burn calories when you're thinking through games and stuff. Like, there's a lot written about that, you know, and like chess players and like how much, you know, now StarCraft to me might as well be chess, even more complicated. Yeah, not to mention it raises your blood pressure too, apparently. But yeah, you know, like, yeah, exactly, your brain is what's using, you know, for its size, a ton, you know, a very disproportionate amount of energy. Our brains. That sounded like some kind of brain joke. It wasn't at all, you know, yeah. Whose brain? Whose brain size are we talking? Exactly, yeah. Whoops. Alright, I'm gonna get you out here. Do you have 3 out of 7, and I gotta give you something to... If that guy just moved, I might be able to move you. Before, yeah. Alright, maybe we can even kill that thing. Let's do it. They did, Tater. It's pretty sweet, man. It's, yeah, you know, you get those, when you go into the battle, you get those really big scenes. And then you also get these character portraits whenever you're in the middle of a, you know, dialogue or something, some kind of cutscene. You get these pretty sweet character portraits that do, there's like a little bit of movement at the top of them, you know, like right as soon as they pop up, you know, and then it's just the static image. But yeah, those look really sweet. Well done. All right, I don't want to move everybody up. Well, actually, if anybody can take it, it's probably him. Just hang out. Slade, you're good too. We're gonna move as a big wad. Alright, here we go. Let's recover. Level 1 heal is all we need, I think. Yeah. Yeah, and look at Little Spike is a one of the creatures we found, and I've seen a GIF that I think I've seen what it turns into. This gigantic, like, rolling, you know, it's got a huge, like, set of spikes in the center or whatever, and it just does some kind of rolling attack or something. This is when I need the Limp Bizkit, you know it's coming. Oh yeah, baby. Keep on rolling. Search the drops folder, nothing else. Don't search the whole computer. It's wasteful, y'all. Oh, now you don't want to show up, huh? Okay. Cool. Alright. Can't find any sound effects right now. Oh shit, what happened to my chat? Okay, sorry. Personal crisis. Pay me no mind, please. Alright, how much health does this thing have? 11. I'm gonna move over there and try to use one of the big attacks. I had to reset my chat just now, but I think it's funny, only the YouTube stuff is showing now. But I can see the last couple comments still up on the screen, but that's all I got from the Twitch side. Sorry about that. I think you guys were just talking about T-Roy. Really good music in this. Someone. Okay, take this guy out here, please. Take out the goblin. Alright, main character to level 11. Alright, ready to start taking these guys on. Okay, Spike, you're good to go now, huh? You're not gonna croak on us anytime soon? You know, one thing that's kind of cool is that this battle arena here is also, once we clear it, it's just the map. You're just like out and moving around on it. And there's been a couple places that we, like a couple of interiors, you know, back at the castle where we, you know, we were like inside doing RPG stuff. Just, well, you know, just the talking to townsfolk and castle cretins, etc. Castle cretins. But then, like, later we would come back and there'd be this big set-piece battle that happened in that area. So it's kind of a cool, you know, how they have to, with some of these areas, they're building it both to be walked around in and explored, and then it becomes this little chessboard as well. Where do I want you to go? Everybody's okay on health, honestly, but let's get you right here. Let's get you out and attacking. Like you like to do. I'm also going to see if I can become just a little bit faster with some stuff, especially... I think you know, I know that sometimes it comes down to a move, or, you know, one turn or something can really make or break it, but sometimes I want to... The early game, I want to be able to move fast. I don't need you guys getting up in the business. You need to be closer, I guess. Okay. You can't hit from here, I don't believe. Nope. So just stay. Alright, Chester, get in there. Kill that goblin. There we go. Tater, it was a good day, man. Thanks for asking. I had to go to the doctor's office today, you know, establish care with a new primary care physician. So I had to check up and stuff. That was good. They were able to get my meds renewed, which was nice, because I've been, without going back into another rant for too long, I was in this shitty no man's land with insurance where, like, I had moved out of the network, and none of the place I couldn't get my meds filled, even though I currently had insurance. It was insured, but by the place from where we last were, you know, and so I couldn't go to the pharmacy and get any of my stuff renewed, even though I had that coverage still. And then once the new new insurance kicked in, then it was just like another, like, oh, well, we're not going to renew those meds, you know. you're going to need to see us first. No, you know, and it's like, okay, really? All right. And yeah, it's just been a pain in the ass, so. I know, right? Might as well, speaking of pain in the ass, Tater. Hey, you did all the work, man. You guys tee it up, make it easy. But it was okay. I hope that I can get things, you know, resolved and get more more refills afterwards for, you know, but we'll see. We're working on that. That's... Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's frustrating. Maybe we're kind of marching the wrong way here, honestly. I'm starting to wonder that, but... Well, they're up here. They are up there. Don't want to get Spike exposed, but yeah. Yeah, Tater, it can be for sure. And yeah, that's a... Yeah, well, thanks, man. Yeah, and that's, you know, I get it too, and it's like... You know, I get reminded that, oh, like, it's my ADHD meds and stuff, and I get reminded, you know, at every pass whenever I'm calling to try to get anything refilled or having to deal with, you know, issues like this. It's like, well, it is a Schedule 2, you know, da-da-da, and it's like, yeah, I get that. I also know that I had I was supposed to have a refill on the 15th last month, and here we are, we're already halfway through this month, and, you know, like, it's a thing something I've been taking on the current streak for the last nearly 5 years, you know. And then what's funny is today I was like, because I had just had trouble, and I'd sent a message asking for, like, you know, a renewal of it, and it's like, hey, even when I still had the insurance, the last doctors tried to put it in and the pharmacy wouldn't fill it here, you know, like, so it's like I've been through a bunch of shit, but, you know, you're just, to get it done, there's those times where it has me thinking, like, you know, that, you know, there's that, like, well, wait a minute, maybe there is something, you know, I have all these hoops to jump through, you know, like, wait a minute, you know. I don't know, I feel like I can sort of take a little bit of a blame for it, or, you know, oh, that's not our guy, let's just move you up there. I don't know, I'm not making any sense, sorry. I'll just say, too, although I was out of network, the insurance that I had both in the last place and here, they both have the same name. Their buildings are called the same thing, you know, it's just apparently one is Southern California and one is Northern California, and for whatever reason they wouldn't fill my shit, even though I had a current active doctor trying to send it to them to pharmacies up here, you know, it was like, oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, man. And then, you know, I'm thankful that it is something that, like, my life is a mess when I haven't been, you know, she asked, like, if it has stabilized. I was like, absolutely, you know, like, it absolutely has. And, you know, and I think about people who have it even worse, and, you know, me, I'll just, like, I'm not having an instant body breakdown if I don't have my meds. It's just that my life tends to go off the rails, you know. and I also, I just have I tend to get really depressed, and a lot of that is, like, it's hard to tell for many people. That's hard to tell that line between ADHD and depression, and they can be very, you know, they're very strong I forget what you call it, but, you know, they show symptoms of both, often show in people who, concurring symptoms or whatever, or, you know, whatever. What's up, T-Roy? How you doing, man? Welcome. Yeah, thanks, Ichiko. Thanks, man. Well, I'll say I'm good for the month, so we're... And yeah, it's got me thinking, like, yeah, you know, I think on a day or two, if I really don't have anything, I need to be I tried to do this already, but I'll have to be even more vigilant about, like, you know, even though it helps me every day, I have ADHD every day, it's like, dude, if it's this much trouble, you know, you need to see if you can get a day, you know, get those days off sometimes, and I do, but comorbidity, yeah, Palpuck. Thank you. How you doing, Palpuck? Welcome. How you doing, Troy? Yeah, Tater. Yeah, I get a little bit of them both. Yeah, it's... I know how it is, though, when it's like your internal dialogue, your brain is just like, tends to be in hyper speed, and it's not a matter of like, I have a really hard times like listening to people sometimes, and I do little tricks, like try to talk along, or, you know, repeat in my head what people say and stuff, but yeah, it's hard, man, when like the world is so loud and you feel as if you're taking it all in. It's hard to even know someone's talking to you until they're halfway through the sentence. You miss the beginning, so you're totally lost. You don't really want to interrupt them and tell them that you like can't, I'm not going to be able, you know, like you're lost. The context of the end of the sentence isn't going to get you there, you know. You don't want to tell them that because you don't want to interrupt again, or, you know. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Tater, I know, man. I can do the same thing. It could be, yeah. You know. Oh, very cool, T-Roy. We got a race going on. Please, what are we racing? Yeah, I bet, Tater, yeah. Well, it has gotten me into some trouble, too. Like, misunderstandings with people who expect a level of, you know, I don't know, who I think are already looking for like a disrespect out of you or something. I can think of a couple of instances in particular where I think someone thought I was really like interrupting them, and I was actually just paying 1000% attention and was very into what they were saying. I was getting notes at an improv class, and this was like one of the high level ones, and it's all pass and fail and shit, and it's like, you know, it can be high stakes even though it's not, you know, the high stakes and then not stakes at all. What's up? And also, how you doing, Ichiko? Yeah, thank you. Welcome, man. Yeah, good to see you. Happy Monday. But well, yeah, it can I was getting some notes after a scene, and the guy thought I was about to interrupt him or something, and I was going like, oh yeah, and I was saying, okay, yeah, you know, yes, okay, you know, and I was really just like doing active listening, which is a great thing to do if you struggle with attention, is to force yourself to like, you know, look at the person, try to make eye contact if you can, nod, repeat what they're saying in your head, you know, okay, yeah. And I was doing something along those lines, and he was like, this guy already had I don't know, I already had a weird feeling about him. We'd already had a weird interaction, and like, and he went like, no, you need to hear this right now. And I was like, after that point, it's like, well, how do I, you know, what am I going to do? Tell him, no, I'm actually, sir, I'm trying to like active listen, and I'm not trying to cut you off or make you stop talking. Like, yeah, you know, and it's like, well, okay, what do I say? You know, and it's like, there's just one of those, that was like, I ended up dropping that class shortly after that, just because I was like, I feel like I burned my card with these current people, you know, at least he was like a co-teacher, like learning to teach the class. The other guy was cool, but this guy was, I don't know. He's just like, he was like pissed off and kind of had something to prove, or I don't, he was like learning. I guess he's sort of like, you know, he's doing, he's like, I guess he hasn't taught before. So he's like, you know, sitting in as an, you know, co-teacher or whatever, so he can go and do it himself. And it's like, maybe this isn't for you, man. I don't know. Yeah, I'm literally hearing you right now. I don't know. And like, I can see how that could have been misinterpreted as me just like, yeah, okay, yeah, gotcha. But I wasn't like stepping on his words either. You know, I don't know. I wasn't like right on top of what he was saying and not giving it any space to breathe. Well, yeah, that's actually, you said it exactly, Pal Puck. And I actually, with this same guy, I had another moment that I was like, what the fuck are we doing here? I thought we were supposed to be funny, you know, like, and also like funny outs, you know, like in our lives and in how we interact with each other, and like not like try too hard to be funny, but yeah, like it was I think what had this guy out for me, I've told this story before, so sorry if I'm repeating too much, but the first weird interaction was we were doing, I was taking this class and COVID was not in vogue as much anymore at this point, but they still had us come in and bring we had to come in and bring a COVID test in, like at the top of the class, and it was only, you know, like 15 people or something like that, you know, and we got in there, and then at a certain point they're setting up and they're like, okay guys, you can bring those COVID tests down, and we basically just essentially lined up, and we're in this little, it's like a stage, and then it's got a little bit of like the sort of stadium seating. It's both a stage and a classroom, and they do use it for performances and stuff, but and you know, we're all just kind of lined up the stairs going down the road to pass our little COVID test off, and I had noticed that, you know, I wasn't the only one that was like, hey, feeling loose and happy and like, all right, we're about to have class. This is fun. And the COVID test, I noticed almost last second. It's a very spontaneous thing. I noticed like, oh, this looks like some fucking like nicotine or weed vape or something, like just a little, you know, it was just the short little stick like that or whatever. And I just kind of did this like character right off the bat. I was like, sorry, mind if I rip this real quick or something like that. And then I went to, I didn't say that. I just made that part up, but I did something along those lines. I don't even remember what it was, but I pretended to have hit this thing, and I did it very much in a character and like moving around, you know, like there's no doubt that I'm doing something playful here. And he looks at me and he goes, are you high right now? And I looked at him, I smiled, because I really thought he was like just joking, and he's like looking me right in the eyes, and I was like, I smiled and I was like, no, but if I was, I'd tell you, you know, because like I didn't like where he came at it with such a weird like, what are you, high right now? And it wasn't I could tell it was something like his patience was out versus like, oh, he's being silly and trying to be a character or something. And I was like, yeah, when he asked that, I was like, are you high right now? And I was like, no, but if I were, I'd tell you. And then he's like, well, I don't think you would. I think you're smarter than that, or at least I'd hope so. And then it's like, he shook his head, and then it was like on to the next like COVID test or whatever. It was just like, what are we doing? You know, like, I don't know. You know, it was such a weird, I just had a couple things like that with this guy. I was like, I don't know, and you know, it's like, yeah. Well, then you go out in the fucking hallway, and you go out in the hallway and you look at all the alum for that theater, and it's like, you know, it's like, a lot of like alternative, well, not even, oh, some of them were alternative, but like a lot of like big name SNL comedians from the 70s and 80s and 90s, like I'm sure none of them would ever joke around from about like such a topic or something. But then it's like, again, it's kind of like it's sort of become this big institution after many decades where it's like, you know, I don't know, it gets kind of removed from its original, you know, any level of kind of like sort of personal, like, hey, we're here for the funny, you know, like a but yeah. Construction site response system comes out in public. If you cut me in line, I will shame you. Hey man, what are you doing? We're all waiting in line here. What do you... Tater's gonna let you know. He's gonna call it out. Well, it's tough, man, because I think a lot of people do stuff and they don't even, it's as if they have never even considered that they're going to be, that like anyone would ever call them out for it and stuff. And like, do you ever find that people will get defensive about it, Tater? Because those are situations where, you know you're in the wrong. It's just, wait, somebody calling me out over here. That's the real problem, you know. It's like, is that this guy came over and started telling me what I'm doing. He said 2 responses. One really mad. Yeah. One acts like they didn't see the line. Yeah. Is this a handy? Oh. I must have missed it, man. I just pulled right in. Sorry. Long day. Oh, is that what this is? It's gonna be a long battle. Already is. All right. Spike, I don't want to get you killed. Maybe I'll keep you back here with this guy. And then we'll get one more person on it to take them out. Battle's getting away from me a little bit, yeah. Right, Tater. Well, that's the thing, yeah. It's... I think sometimes that helps, you know. Because, yeah, I mean, for some people it is like that's, you know... That's like the worst thing a person could ever do to someone, is to call them out for having done something wrong. You know, like when, in some people's minds, they'll just find a way to always, like, be the victim in that, and yeah, and I think in that case it helps when someone can call them out, and someone who is, can at the very least have physical presence that can like calm them the heck down, or you know, lower the chances of them, you know, freaking out. Or oh, heal 2 has the wider. Okay, but who needs it? Spike needs healing. Honestly, maybe she should just like get out of here for now. Go down here. Do. Exactly, Tater. Right. It's a business decision at that point, you know. Oh man, I might have to get a break in soon. Unfortunately, I'm dancing. Nice long battles. 10 out of 18. What about you? Okay, let's get you finished before you kill. Damn, I might have to use the level 6 spell? No. Okay. Maybe I should use the level 2 just in case. I don't know how much it'll... Yeah, let's do that. It really is, Tater. Irk. Yeah, it irks me. You don't hear it often, you know, like used to, I would like to irk them, or vexed. Yeah, that's a great one. Nice old word. Or as the kids say, delulu. No, that's something kind of different, actually. I'm not a kid, so I don't say it. Well, what do they say for confused? Yeah, it's totes delulu. Befuddled. Man, single battle can last a long time in this game, especially when you play like I do. Anyway, thanks for talking, guys. I've definitely been on some tangents tonight. As if that's different from any other night. Better start working on the witch. Yeah. Right, they are, Tater, yep. I tried to have a constructive discussion with Roths about that, and he just kind of shut down on me. It was the craziest thing. Oh, she might be dead. Oh, Sarah! Sarah, sorry, I didn't see that one coming. There goes our healer. Maybe I shouldn't have had Spike move down there, but it's good to get them leveled up one. It probably is, Tater. Yeah, I don't have kids, so I don't feel that affected by the 6-7 crisis. The crisis of 6-7. Shit. I can pretty easily dodge. Just like the enemy did there. Any mention of it, but yeah. That's true, Palpuck, yeah, or her actions, or or any, yeah. Oh, Slade. Good lord, take a look at yourself, man. All right. Before I have an accident. I think I'm gonna get a little break in. I'm like, I can do one more turn, right? And I'm like, suddenly I'm like, oh, actually, guys, I'm good. I don't need to go anymore. Oh no, Hedgehog, I haven't. Is this something recent? I haven't heard of this. Yeah. All right, guys, let me get a quick break in. I'll just make this a little bio break. I'll be back in a little bit. BRB. And that is How I Met Your Mother. That's also how we got to Parmesia, or at least, yeah, the mainland continent. And now we're trying to set up a new world. How you guys doing? Happy Monday. Okay. Which is at 15 of 21, 10 of 18. Alright. Just 9 MP for Kazin, so he's going to be doing level 1s from here on out. Bowie, I can't get you killed. You got to pull back a little bit. Damn. I don't know that she would, I don't think she would die on that, so... I don't... Oh, the, yes, Palpuck, thank you. Right. Yeah, that was a... Yikes. For half a second I forgot, and then I am reminded. Oh man, yeah. Freeze, huh? It just keeps coming. Come on, Spike, hang in there. Well, things are hotting up for us here. This... Just 4 for the goblin? How much for you? Yeah, take the sure bet. Let's take the goblin off the, It is, yeah, right. I know, I put it all together, yeah. That's why it's good to take that bathroom break, yeah. That's just one of those things you can't even write, you know, that's... Alright, Spike, I love you, but you probably need to just come in for the kill right now. You don't... Yeah, damn, you need healing. He does a good amount of damage, but we gotta baby him, especially here at the beginning. Oh, Bowie. Okay. I might be getting us into some trouble soon. I don't know who else is gonna move. Bowie is like, you know, he's a double hit away from, or a crit on a big magic attack away from dying. I have half a mind to maybe give him something now, but then we waste a turn from our warrior here. I think he's gonna get a move in. We'll see. I don't think Slade has any items on him. He does, actually. Okay, well, Slade, I've got just the job for you. Keep the hero alive. Please. It's funny, it's just still seeing him do the stab, you know.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
Okay. Bloom, bloom, bloom. There we go. Okay, I think I'm feeling a little bit better about this. Chester, actually, you might... Got anything on you, Chester? What you got, man? You got any herb on you? You do. And the quick chicken. I don't know what the quick chicken does. I'm kind of in need of a regroup. Oh shit, he just stayed. He didn't even use his item. Slade? Yeah, they are. Yeah, Slade the rat. That's our buddy. Okay. Everyone's converging on you, Bowie. You might need to hide. I think Spike can take this hunter, this goblin out here. Yes. Oh, right, Palpuck, yeah. Well, thankfully that stab gave us 10 HP, you know. But yeah, we went to... I get it now. I guess maybe you were joking about it, but yeah. Because I had made that comment of like, it still shows the animation of the stab. I thought it was our friend. Yeah, I guess even when you do items, it shows them like, you know, doing their attack. Shows that animation. They don't... I want to see them rifling for several seconds through their pockets and trying to find where they put that medicinal herb or potion or... Because if they're like me and they need to put something important in their pockets, they will, out of nervousness, maybe move that around several times, and then when it actually comes time to go pull that thing from the pocket, you're not ready, you know. You're not ready. $18 out of 31 for you, Bowie. Here we go. We're going to stab Bowie with our axe. Shing! And give him 10 HP. 10 hit points. Well, some folks are going to... I can't keep running away forever, so... Too bad that we, whoops, stay. Too bad I got our healer killed. That was a big miss. Also too bad I don't have enough MP for one of these double attacks right now, because I think I could put it... I could get... Yeah, let's see, how far over could he... Well, he can't quite get there, huh? Okay. Now. Bowie, come on. Hit big, Bowie. Damn. Where? Got a second volley in. Darn. Counterattack Bowie, come on. What do you have item-wise, sir? Nothing. Except your axe. Alright, so it seems appropriate. Start chipping away at a Hunter Goblin here. That's a lot of HP for them. Now get out of there, Spike. So Slade's at 5 of 12 HP. He's not going to finish this goblin. He's probably going to die on... Man, just the 1 damage. We're all bunched together. I'm gonna kill this, it is Palpuck, yeah. In the, its default name is Kiwi. And I happened to see a gif of a giant rolling, I think an adult version of our friend Spike here. So I think it's gonna turn into quite a fearsome beast. Just enough for one more spell. I might take this witch out just because I'm afraid of her getting any more turns in. And, let's get her off the field. We're gonna get her off the board. There you go, Kazim. Yes, yeah. Famous turtle. My cousin liked Gamera a lot. Due to the big Godzilla head. We're all kind of hemmed in. I've got everybody pinned in here. Hunter, what you gonna do? All right. Really, yeah, going for Chester here. Miss it. Damn. 5 damage. I think Spike's gonna get the kill. Check this out. Come on, Spike. There you go. Through his helmet. Look at that. And we got Spike up a level. He talks too. He was talking to us on the boat. Earlier we only heard like, you know, a couple of nonverbal sounds, or at least seemingly nonverbal. Maybe I didn't speak his language, but then he started speaking the same language as the rest of us. Okay, well, no need to put you... We can all go attack this thing, so no need to put you right there. Well, its job class is Tort. Like, so yeah, I guess we got a little tortoise. I like the job class of Tort. It's cute, isn't it? Oh, this isn't gonna do much. Kazine, you're only at, you have 5 HP? Damn. Wait. Well, yeah, you're gonna need to move away. Bowie's doing good on HP, so he needs to be in there getting some attacks in. This land effect is, of course, we're butting up against that, but yeah. Oh yeah, when it tosses that helmet, yeah. It's a cute little bugger. I think a few people are probably gonna die, but I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to get them in weird positions to get beyond this battle, so. A few of our characters are gonna have to die, and that's a risk I'm willing to take. Look at you, Chester! Hell yeah! And you're playing Shining Force 2, right, Hedgehog? I guess that was it. Alright, cool. Oh, my. Hey! Are you okay? Oh. Oh, a big rock fell on me. Ouch. You ever had that happen? Ding bonk. Boop. Those are coming through, right? Yes, hopefully, hopefully. One more. Bonk. That's the triple slap. They got all three of them in a row. Yeah. Sorry, Hedgehog. Yeah. And are you using a walkthrough or anything? What is that emote, Ichigo? So I can make it big. Enhance! Oh, like a scared cat. I like it. It's cute. Bowie, how come you're here? What a fool. What a fool. We came to help you. You'd be dead if we hadn't come. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, I remember. A huge rock fell on me after you left. It must have knocked me out. Anyway, thank you. Look at that. The tunnel is blocked by a rock slide. Would you look at that? It is a rock slide over there. We were looking at that earlier. It looks like a giant... well, something unpleasant on the screen. Oh my god, I zoomed in way too far. Zoom out, zoom out. Sorry, what's an ecotherm, Palpuck? Oh, what a pity. Treasures may lie within. I guess we'll never know. Bowie, let's go back to the ship. Oh, they're leading me. I'm not doing a thing. All right. You guys want to talk to me or anything? Oh my god, the ship. Did you see the ship sinking? Look at that, Bowie. They finished breaking up the ship. Yep, and here comes the town. Wow, there's our new town. Man, just like that. But our Granseal was much more beautiful. Cheer up. But our Granseal was much more beautiful. Cheer up. They worked hard to build their new town. Oh, did I misread it? Sorry, Palpuck. Yeah, okay, yeah. My favorite cold-blooded animal. I saw Eco, sorry. They worked hard to build their new town. Yeah. I like a good, I do like, snakes can stay, you know? Sure, I might be afraid of one when I find one. Who isn't, right? Sometimes out in the wild. Usually it's because I'm just about to step on one. And, but yeah. Growing up, I remember tons of... 1 year has passed. Tons of, we had a lot of little lizards, a lot of, salamanders, and then a little, oh, what are they called? I don't know, just the little runners, their tails would break off. We'd get a lot of those. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so right, okay. You gotta have one in your game, I see. Okay, sorry, yeah. Touche. Yeah, you do need to have, you need something that needs to be considered if you're gonna do a fantasy RPG or some sort of fantasy setting. Yeah. You know, we'll get a little salamander there. You know, we'll get a little salamander going, maybe. Or, you know, anthropomorphic salamander. Water type. Cough. Our town is being rebuilt, as you can see. I don't know, Tater. That's a good quiz. So far, Gandalf has been good in this game. You know, unlike Lord of the Rings. But we will be better off if there are no accidents. You're too young to spend your time guarding our new home. You are the soldiers of Granseal. Do your best to improve our new home. I think it's the retainer saying this. King Granseal. Cough. King Granseal. All the people of Granseal have been working hard for an entire year. Please thank them for their hard work. Sorry, that whole time the king wasn't talking, which I should have known. His portrait wasn't up, but he was moving, and it was very confusing. I have nothing to say. Nothing? All right. Sir Astral, please speak in place of our king. Okay, I got it. You know, he may be a wizard, but you still can't just put him on the spot for a great speech, you know. Maybe you can, let's find out. 1 year has passed since we came here. The castle, the town, everything is coming along nicely. But we lack something. What is it? It's trading. We need to make alliances with other towns. Man, he's a free market wizard, huh? I didn't see that coming. Indeed, indeed. Thank you, sir. That's all for today. You may go now. Oh, it was probably the retainer saying that. Whatever. But we investigated the vase. It was dark inside. The vase? The barrel was empty. The vase was dark inside. I feel Elise is still alive. That's what's been on his mind is, you know, his daughter did get swallowed up in that hole. Well, in that hole. I mean, there was a giant rift forming pretty much just under Granseal, their original city, and huge earthquake, right? Whole city is torn asunder. Huge chunks of it seeming to fall into this, yeah, gigantic rift or giant hole, you know. I feel Elise is still alive. Bowie, please prepare a ship for me. I would like to go back to Gran to find her. Time goes by very quickly. Those 2 jewels around your neck will always remind me of that. The chain is made of mithril. It can't be cut. Can these young men guard our new town? The king is no longer what he was. I can tell. The snake ally you trust. Trust your... I think I should... Yeah, maybe that original thought of a snake. because I feel like, you know, snakes could use some more positive representation. They've gotten a bad deal. Oh, sweet. Let me make sure I know, like, let me see that in my head. I'm thinking spots sort of on the, all around it. Peepa, peepa. Oh yeah, what a beautiful toad here. Yeah, they've got they often have those little lumps, huh? On the skin. That's it. Depending on when your game is made, Palpuck, you may or may not have to have it say ribbit all the time. Cheerful bread. Okay. Nice cheerful noise to accompany our cheerful bread. A book, Dark Soul. Whoa. Is this game the Dark Souls of tactical RPGs? Okay, King looks so sad. Yawn. Oh, excuse me, I'm tired because of the minister. He and Sir Astral talk late every night. So the king wants me to build a ship to go back to Gran Island. Good luck standing here, buddy. Sorry. That's just your lot in life. Oh, wow. Nature is so awesome. At least there's no danger in the castle. Alright, here we go. Okay. Sir Astral has already removed himself to the tavern or something in the back. Oops. You guys built all this in a year. And look, my whole team is here. The whole stable's here. Remember, you're our leader. When we lose when you're defeated, okay? Yes. Woo, I love going into battle. I love that he does a whinny there. Awesome. Chester, I kind of had him as this sort of... I get him... And I get the sprites for him and then Kazin mixed up. Yeah, Chester identifies as a horse. Horseman, horse. Let's see this one over here. Yeah, let's see the side sprite. Yeah. He's not riding that horse. He is that horse. Yeah, he's a centaur, yeah. He does. You didn't know how right you were, Ichigo. Oh, you know. Yeah, right. Stand at attention. Ready for inspection, sir. Sir Howell's teachings are very helpful. Strategy was his cup of tea. Speaking tires me. Fighting tires me. I'm tired. Oh, poor Spike. Look at Spike's little portrait too. It's kind of cool how they'll give them some animation, you know, when it pops up and Yeah, as they're talking. I'm like a shadow of the night, silent and deadly. Yes, Ichigo, yeah. I've seen a little gif of what Spike turns into. I'd like to think that they could still just, you know, kind of pull over to the side or something, Palpuck. You really wouldn't want to be behind one whenever, you know, it happens. If you give me a second, I have a gif of what of little Spike. I'll have to move some stuff on top of it, but let me just go to the launch page. 1 second. Got a hunch that's what Spike is going to turn into, considering his default name was Kiwi. So yeah, something to look forward to. The silent and deadly. Yeah. I would hope that Chester could know that it's on the way and could step aside and, you know, maybe not crop dust the whole supply line, but everyone marching in formation. Cute. Yeah, I'm like, are we supposed... there was something on the boat where it seems like he was talking to Sarah. But I see that his... You know, when you go to talk to him... Well, no, never mind then. It's the same text as everybody else. Never mind. Alright, so what else is there to do? Just kind of making sure we explore this... What is this supposed to be? Is this where we play pickleball? I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna check every barrel at least 3 times. These are good. Bowie, take it easy. Sit down, have a drink with me. I love his little side sprite for the, you know, it's so cute. It's just the, with this little walking cane, or rather his magic stick. I got a tricked out magic stick.
We got the vision.
Shh. Okay. What else is there to do? We really got to get a save in. Tactical base. What? Ah, you knew that? I'm told to stand watch here, but look, nothing. What am I watching? That's how it goes, my brother. Because one day there might be something there, you never know. A book, hint book. We could use that one. You need permission to enter. I was told to say that, but nobody ever comes. Now, I don't want to really leave here without finding the Abbey and getting a nice save in. Because we have stepped outside to a fight before. Nothing behind you guys, huh? I think I've explored everywhere else, though. I think it's might... Yeah, talk to everybody in here. Are there you guys in here drilling? Drilling for the big fight? Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do inside this castle, so. Okay. I'll just leave. Okay, yes, there is a town. All right, good. A strange animal? Really? Yeah, it's a very big bird. People are surrounding the bird. Should we talk to it? It would be a good opportunity. I'll go see the bird. You tell the king about it. Uh-oh. Oh, Bowie, good timing. There's a strange animal in town. It's very exciting. I saw that even the priest had left their little pulpit here. It's Big Bird. It is the Big Bird down here, and look at it. You know, I never leave my shop. I didn't know birds like this existed. May I help? Oh, sorry. Old habits die hard. Once a merchant, always a merchant. Even when you're outside your shop. Bowie, your father was also very curious. He must be indigenous to the mainland. Your father or the bird? What a big bird. How beautiful. It's legendary. He's shining. Is this a bird or a god? I like the, I love the little... yeah, the art here for the priest. I can't see, I can't see. Hey, why don't you touch it? It may be a stuffed animal. Alright, I tried to talk to everybody. Oh, it's big. I want to touch him. Oops. Guys, careful. Easy. Easy with the bird here, okay?
You don't want to hurt the boy, Harvey.
Haha, you missed. Let me try. Thanks, Ichiko. Somebody had to do it. Wow, he's fast. Hey, he's over there. Okay, my turn. Now I'm just chasing this bird around. It looks like a dodo or something. A flying dodo. Stop! Stop this! He says. And they say. Look at that hair, too. He's got the Gen Z haircut, I see. Friar Monk. Yes. Right, aka Franciscan monk, you know. Yeah. Amazing, he speaks. Of course I do. Is this how you greet strangers? What rude people. Shut up, bird. Shut up, bird. How barbaric. I didn't know humans were so impolite. What? Wait, what? Those boys are about to hit the bird. I like some of the narrative that we get here. Or like, you know, we get this, our narrator here every now and then tells us what's going on. It is a very, but it looks like, it does look like Beaky Buzzard. Condor. Concord Condor. It does have that do, doesn't it? I'm not Ichigo, no. Northeast Philly monk. I gotta look this up. Oh no. That's great. Okay, let me get the picture for you guys here. This left a portrait. Portrait of a Carthusian. By Petrus Christus, 1446. Right. Just another Northeast Philly dude. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Where'd it go? 1 second. I think I've got us a side-by-side here. You tell me which one is the, which one is the modern one, guys? It's impossible to tell. But what is going on with that picture on the right, though? Like, that's... You know, we've obviously taken his face and put it on this... Well, okay, I mean, I guess we're just saying that he looks... This is what people would look like, okay? I thought for half a second we actually had a look-alike, but... This is the average Northeast Philly man? If I understand? Or I should say, one type of Northeast Philly man you could run into. That's funny, man. Where does he buy his cigarettes? Those boys are about to hit the bird. Stop! At the Wawa. What do you think you're doing? Down at the Wawa. Going to Wawa to get... I can't do it. Go. Things take on that oh. It's so funny, man. It's like the weirdest slamming of like southern with northern to me. It just sounds so bizarre. I'm sorry, I must apologize for their actions. Welcome to Granseal. I am the minister. We just settled here. We're strangers here. Haha, you're right. But I'm very happy to meet a man like you. Please, stay here as long as you like. Let me introduce you to King Granseal. Follow me, please. Wow, Bird gets to go meet the king. May I help? Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay, thank you. This is boring. Oh well, throw something in? Yes. A lot of water. Yeah, not quite. Dustin, no. Minister was upset. He looked at me scornfully. I will be disciplined. See, that bird is special. He belongs to a god. How beautiful, how legendary. If I go into a building, will everybody just go back to their soap operas? A hunter's life, a magazine, despotism, a book. Whoa. I might have to check that one out. Found an antidote. Here you go, Sarah. We're really gonna need some medical herb, I think. Too bad Sarah died in that last fight. And I gotta get a save in. I haven't forgotten about that. Out to lunch. The whole town is all just up in arms about this bird. Can't get anything done around here. Yeah. Yeah, the narration continues, Dustin. Seems kind of familiar. Great voyage. Father Carpenter. Whoa. Father Carpenter, you say? Alright. Is everybody back to normal now, or are we still trying to go see what's up with the bird? I just wanted to see if I can save. Yep, looks like I need to go inside and see what's... follow up on this bird audience that the king is going to be granting. giving a warm reception to a guest.
Are you a phoenix, the legendary bird?
Yeah, I'm a phoenix. But legendary? I don't know about that.
You are legendary, Peter. I read that a phoenix serves a god.
Peter the Phoenix. God? Oh. Volcanon. Luke calls him a god. Luke, huh? Bowie Bowie sheepishly puts the book back on the shelf and wiping his hands off on his pants. God. Volcanon? Luke calls him a god. As long as he watches over us, nothing can break the peace of Parmesia. Okay. Volcanon, the great being who created the earth? Volcanon. We'll go Volcanon. Oh, this is the... Volcanoes Anonymous. Oh, this is the happiest day of my life.
Please let me go with you and meet Volcanon.
Hi, Mobile Gaming Chronicles. Happy Monday. Good to see you. Okay. To tell the truth, I hurt my wing during this trip. I stopped by here to ask for help, but I don't want to trouble you. I don't want to trouble you guys.
Don't worry. These lads love trouble.
Gestures at me and my party.
Bowie! Why didn't you tell me you were here? Did you listen to our conversation? You know, it's time for us to set out. We're going to Mount Volcano with Peter.
Mount Volcano, all right.
It's in the far east. Sir Astral.
You said you're going too?
Absolutely not. Why not?
We came here just a year ago. We're still learning about this country. You're needed here.
He's right. You must stay. Bowie, please take your party and go with Peter. Peter, the Phoenix. Astral, do you agree?
Yeah. Hey, nice. Way to get a workout in, Mobile Gaming. Yeah, well, thanks for coming around. Hope you're good. And yeah, knee deep in this game here, getting a little story exposition. Yeah, good to see you.
Then they're my companions. I'm Peter.
I really appreciate your kindness. They didn't give us a chance to name this one. It's just part of the story. Mount Volcano is in the east. It's very far away. I forgot your accent, sorry. Bowie decides to take Peter with him. Decides to take Peter. Oh, cool. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Oh, something you're doing must be working. Yeah, good on you for, trying to get yourself in shape. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Hey, no worries. Yeah, take your time. Again, yeah, congrats on that. That's really not easy to do. So, that's some awesome momentum. Good luck, Bowie.
Find as many friends as you can on your journey with Peter.
I will, sir. Oh, look at this. We all leave. Okay. Now, before we actually leave... Oh, it's funny. We got Peter following us around. People gonna be excited to see him? I had to go on the scale today when I went to the doctor, and I hadn't seen my weight in a little bit, and but I just recently, my knee's been injured, and I was only able to start running pretty much last week. For the first time in like a month and a half or so. And so yeah, I saw the weight and I was like, okay, well, A little room for improvement there. No, I mean, you gotta have something to eat. Honestly, like, I really think, I struggle with the diet side of it so much, and the only thing that has worked for me is getting a ton of cardio. You know, I pretty much work out so that I can maintain the same diet. Well, you know, not the same diet, but like, you know, I just have such a sweet tooth. And I do love some peanut butter, absolutely. I can never judge a person for scarfing down some peanut butter, in particular. I'll miss you, Bowie. I must find another customer. You miss me even though I think I stole some stuff from you last time? My father said you would be a nice boy for me to marry someday. Oh, that's embarrassing. I have to say, I think at first I thought that, Pop Luck, I didn't see that you had written that last message, so I got things mixed up for a second, but I see what's going on now. You shouldn't feel guilty either, Pal Puck. Nope. We gotta eat. Welcome. Your desire will be fulfilled. I need you to raise. Oh, I guess they got raised. Thanks to the story. No, we're good then. Well, we do want to save. I'm going to save and I'm going to get a little break in. You know, you can spend a really long time in these battles, especially when you're still kind of learning the ropes. Alright, we're saved up. I think what I want to do is get a break in, and then I'm gonna maybe get us equipped before we head out, and then, yeah, we'll just go from there. Let's do that. I've been forgetting all about the soundboard today. Whoops. It's not a conspiracy. Alright, get him here. Get him to a BRB screen, if you would. Yeah, how about we go here? Thanks for hanging, guys. Yeah, here's that beautiful music once again. You know what? Let me go to this one. Let me switch over to this. I'm going to this. It's music that plays. Well, that's like the intro right there. All right, guys, we're in part 4. We're working our way through Shining Force, and I'm really digging this game. Hope you guys are liking it as well. And it's been such a fun hangout with you guys. I'm really having a good time. Let me get a little break in. I will go for... We got to go a little late tonight since I got a late start. But when I get back, we'll go back for We'll go for another hour, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, guys. See you in a bit. BRB. The game is Shining Force 2. The streamer is the Parvinator. The place is the Gaming Lifestyle Lounge. Welcome. How you doing, guys? The audience is you. Welcome to part 4. We are on the continent of Parmesia, baby. And, well, apparently we shipwrecked. That shipwreck has then been used to build a new city. So far, so good. We're about to head out with a giant phoenix friend we just met. Apparently he's got a bum wing, sadly, but Peter. So we're walking around with a big bird. Indefinite article there. A big bird. Not the, sadly. I got about another hour. Let's play. How you guys doing? I went out for the break. Yeah. I know. I love the name that they chose, but it makes me think of a million other things. Alright, we just saved. We're good to go there. We're gonna need some items. Saw a store to the right. Oh, you look sad. Are you going somewhere? Are my friends still playing? Nobody came to find me. Oh. That's a phoenix. I feel very lucky to see him in my lifetime. Oh, are you the one that said you were out to lunch? Ah, store. What up? What's up, boy? We guarantee. Whoop. All right, here we go. Sorry, I cut you off, sir. I've got a bad habit of that, apparently. A couple of medical herbs. Well, I think of bacteria. I do think of Parmesan as well. by extension, think of the customer that came into my Subway and ordered a Parmesan oregano. Excuse me, they ordered their sandwich on the Parmesan oregano bread, which was probably the most fantastic customer request that I think I ever got. And they saw the Parmesan oregano bread listed, you know, in the little, at this point it was like they had the little display there with the bread sitting there for them to see it in the titles, and they saw Parmesan oregano, and there was a definite, you know, and they're on the clock at this point. We're waiting for an answer on what kind of bread you want. Nothing else has to be decided here till we... You're welcome to say it, and I'll try to remember it, but, you know, nothing else needs to be decided except you know, what kind of bread you're going to put this thing on. Nobody knows, Hedgehog, but it gets the people excited. Yeah, going old school. Some Atari. It was tough, Palpuck. I certainly smiled. Some of it was that they, that first time, they did give a bit of a, I could see they were sweating bullets when they got, oh. You know, there was a little bit of a, oh shit, I don't know how to say that. Yeah, I could totally read it on their face as soon as they saw it, you know, and so I think that, you know, that sort of eased the whole thing, you know. It was, Dustin, yes. However, that I will say that customer would then have to come in and we'd do that same song and dance, like, because they loved that, they went on to love that bread after that first try. And what an unfortunate thing to order an item multiple times a week and you know, when you're asked what it is that you're ordering, there's that little stop, you know, your brain just hits the brakes and, you know, the Parmesan. You know, I feel like there was a little bit of a build up and then Parmesan, you know, that happened with a couple of customers actually, where their go-to item would be something that they would really struggle to order every time. I'm trying to think of what else. There were some other really bad enunciations. Oh, I was actually just talking about Chipotle with my wife and how we got this, like, hey, Captain Nemo, what's up, man? That's right. Or we're role-playing, baby. Chipotle. I was just talking to my wife about this. At a certain point, Subway offered this, like, Chipotle steak, and it was just the go-to. It was pretty much the go-to steak sub order. And I don't remember, it was like, you know, Chipotle steak sandwich or something along those lines. And of course, that was like a pretty popular sandwich, and people would come in and just, every time I'd get a different enunciation of Chipotle or Chipotle, you know, Chipotle. There'd be a couple of guys that they would absolutely do exactly that. There'd be like Chipotle, and it's the thing that they're coming in and ordering, you know, sometimes multiple times a week, you know, yeah. I'll have the steak. I mean, the thing is, they could have just ordered steak from the beginning, but on the menu it says, you know, full title. This is you know, a little like bite of the lip or always the head turn, you know. Okay. It's really it can really light up a room, Hedgehog. there is that really, it is kind of that crazy, just like fantastical neon feel to a lot of it. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, I think, I've been there before too. Again, it helps. You always hope that the person taking your order can have a little bit of grace, and well, I knew some when I went over there, but like sometimes in service situations, they were just quick to be like they wouldn't really talk Japanese often. I should say many did. There were some that wouldn't, and it was just like, we're an insistence on it, even, I don't know. I was able to get around for the most part. I was asked about some, like a topping on some fries, and I was like, I don't know which. There was a total breakdown, and this is even with the kind of like, from the get-go, they're like showing the picture menu and stuff, and it's very that's just of course part of like sometimes in some situations that's like part of the service or whatever, like showing the picture menu, you could do this, that, gesturing and while you're talking through it and stuff, and it was like a seasoning for your fries or like an additional. It was basically just they were going to toss it in something, so like a specific, and they had a few types, I guess one that was spicy, one that was probably curry, one that was, and I was just kind of like, I wasn't expecting the question, and she goes to pull out, show on the like picture menu and stuff, and I was just like, oh, I don't know. In that case, it wasn't a pronunciation thing, more of I guess just a language breakdown, yeah. And she spoke pretty fast when she went, so I was out of my depth on that one. But yeah, I ended up, I think we got through it by basically, I think I was able to ask something along the lines of like, what do you recommend? Or, it's like and then I think it was like, okay, yep, we'll put them in for this, whatever this most common ordered one is or whatever, I feel rocky. And then she just like, sir, please, what do you... This house will be completed by the time you return. All right, buddy. I'm gonna hold you to that. Shh, I'm hiding here. It's a secret. Yeah, sir, please. I saw some meme that was top picture is like, one of I don't know, soy jack, whatever, but like angry guy, and it's like, it's like while at home, I think is what it said, and it's like, oh, this, the consumerism is destroying everything around us, and I hate it all, and then it says, and then it goes to while in Japan, and it cuts to like one of the happy ones, and it's like, it's like, this is amazing is what it says, and all around him are like, just it's taking after some street in a big city or something. Yeah, I was just like, hey, whoa, okay, yeah, but there's subtleties here, okay, like. At least there, with the rampant consumerism, you're getting a great Japanese video game, rest assured. No, Dustin, come on, no. There's a little nuance here. Yeah, I thought that was Yeah, that was one of the top comments mentioned that like, yeah, that's because he can't, it makes it better when you can't read, you know, and you can't read all the signs. It's just like, wow, this is amazing. It's cool. It is, you know, pretty overwhelming when you're there. But I mean, you know, here I get like ugly billboards and, you know, its own kind of advertising nightmare. I guess we leave out of here? Who's got the weapons? Huh? Who's gonna hook it up? Let me ask the... Sir, which way to the weapon shop? Items there. We went up to the top. Yeah, in places where they're not allowed, it really makes a big difference, Dustin. It's kind of crazy. Some of the effect when you see those shots in Tokyo, some of that is really just that, you know, you'll have stores that can be really thin often, you know, and they're quite crammed in. And yeah, it is just, it's so dense, you know, in some parts. Well, really, much of it. The suburbs are way more dense than what, you know, most of us in the US are used to. That was the last chance to see Volcanon in my lifetime. I wish you could go with me, Wizard Man. Honestly, I'm a little bit worried about us going to do it ourselves. I don't know, does no one in this town sell weapons? I already came on your other side there. Who's gonna sell me an axe? Shit, I left. Okay, well that's okay. We didn't instantly get ambushed. We popped in here, it was just an old man walking around. Happy to have seen a phoenix. Okay. That's right, Captain Nemo. Oh, what a nice little emote. Look at this little guy that's following us. You know what? I put a bunch of potions on us, but I didn't save. This seems like a game you... This is the case with every RPG, but... I'm beginning to be a little... You know, we had that one battle that kind of cracked things open the first time we died, and of course we died a couple times, so... Danger lurking at every corner. Around the corner? Yeah. Yeah, look at him. He's cute, too. If we... Oh, shit. I just told him no. Whoops. Have you seen this, Captain Nemo? This is the, like, mechanism for starting and stopping the game, is this witch. You know. Oh, this is it. Oh. Shiny Force 2. Yeah. That's right, Ichigo. Let's see. A little bit of that, huh? Come on. I'm gonna get this program I've been looking into that'll let me trigger sounds faster. I've been having an issue with that lately. That's not the folder I want to be in, no wonder. That helps. But yeah, there's something I want to look into that will help me load the library of sounds in, and then I can get there a little bit faster. In the meantime, it's too slow.
Oh, you're finally here. I like that turn right there, bam. You look so confused. You don't know why you're here. Yes, I used a spell on you. Where are you going? You can't escape from this mystery forest unless you help me. What you gonna do? From here you can continue as Bowie or Macron, the previous owner of this cartridge, I have to assume. Bowie, yes, I knew it. I knew it, yes. Now, good luck. You've no time to waste. Alright, and I've got a potion to stir. And we leave. Alright, new continent. I know we didn't need to go this far up, but geez Louise. Some exploring to do. Thanks, Captain Nemo. Well, that's not the sound effect I wanted. That'll have to do, though. Guys, I've been feeling the siren call, or the goddess call of Ocarina of Time again. I think I gotta play that game about once in my life for regulation. I'm curious, Captain Nemo. I think he said they said it. Well, his name is Peter. I should should mention that. Oh, the scroll. We didn't, Captain Nemo. We didn't finish it. Who are we up against here? I hit pause on it just because I had Pokemon going and I knew it was going to take a long time. So. Yep, Peter the Phoenix. I get the sense that he would probably evolve eventually. I don't know if we get... We're fighting with him now, but, will that be permanent? I don't know. We're accompanying him on an errand right now, so... Peter the Phoenix. Alright, Chester. You like to be out front. And try not to get our mage killed this time. Turns out that's pretty important. So many of them skipping turns. You often don't have to kill them all. There's some that can hang back and they'll like run away, or it'll be part of a storyline. So I guess we've got to clear these guys if we want to continue the exploration. And I wonder if this is even what kind of the area we need to be going to. I am, man. We do got it. We got to get to Wind Waker. Everything's set up for it, so I just got to get a little time, and I got to get the willpower. Sorry, dealing with some audio issues on my end. It's like we're fixed. Cool. Send the time. Thanks, Captain Nemo. Got any rosemary? Sage? The witch's word. Yeah, so I don't know to what extent the witch. That's a good question, Balpug. I missed that. That's hilarious. I don't know to what extent the cooperation is happening there. They're helping us get into this story. Yeah.
I am very curious. Yeah. I'm down for that win. I'm down for that Windwalker as well. Not to be confused with the Wind Wanker either. That was the one of the Wind God's many, sons who just kind of, it's just can't really get his act together, It's not necessarily like that kind of situation. But I'm looking for specific sounds. Do 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 do. All right, let's take this guy out. Which one do I want to attack? We're going ooze first. They got a nasty double attack. Bum bum bum. There we go. I'd be down to try it sometime, Captain Nemo. I'd have to step my game up, sadly, with the Wii because, that's my only way to play GameCube stuff, and I don't currently have that game. But yeah, I didn't play much of that one. I don't know that I've ever even played it actually. But the one for 64 was the one I had played the most of, and that wasn't much. I didn't own it or anything. I did rent it. And I've had a buddy or two who had it. Yeah. It looks slick. The little bit of footage that I've seen, it looks really smooth. The one for 64 was pretty crazy too. I played a little bit of that, or my partner was doing that recently. I hopped in at one point as well, but it gave me a little bit of motion sickness, which I get a little bit more of these days, sadly. It goes fast. And you see the stuff on the side, just and I got a quick, stomach turned upside down. All right, they're coming in. I gotta be careful here. Yeah, I'd like to try it out sometime. Yeah. I didn't realize, that Game Boy Advance title either. I didn't know that existed. The one that never came to the US, I believe that there was one. Right? That didn't come here? Sorry, what we got? Bowie, Chester. Everybody else is good. I think you can hang out. Hey, why don't you hang out near Bowie? Keep him, There you go, Slade. Way to get those 2 attacks in. Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to try that, Captain Nemo. That'd be cool. I just got the Wii. Since the disc drive on it doesn't work anymore, but I do, it is seeing having a second lease on life at this point. However, only game I'm playing can play on it at this point is Wind Waker. Set up for the one game, and that's it. Wait a second. Wish I could hit you guys at the same time. 13 out of 20, huh? You gotta be careful here. Alright, team, stay together here. Don't screw this up. Yeah, well, I wonder if that one's any good. Yeah, I've never played it, Pal Puck. I guess the only one I've ever played is yeah. I've played so little of the original F-Zero on Super NES. None of my friends had that one, weirdly enough. Or if they did, they weren't as high on it anymore by the time I'm over there and we're playing, you know? Maybe they'd gotten tired of it. I was gonna say the only ones I've played, I guess, are a little bit of the original, and then yeah, the 64 one. Oh. What is GP Legend? Was that a GBA one? Come on, guys. Gotta finish these and get that final kill. Spike's so cute. Or Kiwi. I should have kept the name Kiwi, honestly. That's a cute one. Yeah, I see. Yeah, the whole series, it's funny because, like, I don't know, I think for me, most of what I knew for a little while, of course, like anybody who hadn't played F-Zero, it was a Smash Brothers connection for the most part, was how I interfaced with that series. I didn't even realize that there were as many games as there are. Okay, Bowie, yeah, let's get Bowie a little healing. Shoot. I missed a turn. It was one button too many, and I hit stay there instead of having her use an item, so. Alright, Goblin's gone. Peter, PHNK. This is all auto here, as you can probably imagine. I'm not moving that fast. Wow, cool little attack there. Okay, you, Slade. I don't know how much you can help me here. Yeah, I've seen... It's interesting because I know so little about the lore, but when I first learned about a little more about the series, I was thinking, this is pretty cool, you know, just that whole, you know, the whole, I don't know, with the level design, and then just imagining there being some kind of mega city around that, you know, one of those tracks, one of the Mute City, I guess, tracks, you know, seeing that was... although I haven't touched much of the lore at all or story, the basic premise that I see as a kid, I remember thinking, this is pretty sweet. You're not doing much, Slade, but love to get you that experience, and hopefully we can finish that guy right now. Come on, Kazim. There you go. Oh, explodes. Oh. Oh, my neck and shoulders hurt. Lately, most of what I'm knowing about F-Zero is through F-Zero 99. My wife, she hasn't been, actually that hasn't been in the rotation as much lately, but she's been playing that one and enjoying it. But no, Captain Nemo, I don't know what it is. I did do some extra, you know what, with the, I think it was yesterday I was doing this one with the weights. Boom, 20-pound weight. Do a bunch of reps of those. And then I was on had to be on my phone a bunch, you know, doing some shit at this doctor's appointment, trying to get logged in or whatever. I feel like right before that and getting there was just a couple of moments where it was like, you know, yeah, looking down at the... I know, yeah. And then it's one of those things where, you know, like I didn't realize that these messages, you check in, you know, blah, 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 you must check in, no, and it's like, oh, well then you get there and there's a desk to check in at. You don't actually need me to do any of this stuff. I should have figured that that's what was going on, but... A little too much administrative tasks on the phone over the course of the last 24 hours, you know, having to do something while I'm out. Bowie, are you good? You good, my boy? Maybe you should have used an item instead of a wasted coin, but... Alright, let's see. Spike, you're our vanguard right now. These guys have got to come out soon, right? Captain said, just give me the paper. Yeah, man. It can be frustrating, and I don't know. I get bad posture too sometimes when I'm streaming. I gotta watch it. Would you guys watch if I, would you still watch if I had a standing desk? I'll just do all my streams. Where'd it go? Oh damn, I lost my fake microphone. Where'd it go? Nowhere to be found. Well, there goes that bit. Ichiko said lazy streams only. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I understand, Captain Nemo. Thank you for being open and honest. That's all I ask. Okay. You need to help the hero. The level 5 heal, we'll get to him now. Nope. Yep. Maybe he can wait. I might regret this. Maybe have... I should have just had her do it. She's not healing, what else is she doing? Well, she'll get closer next turn. You need to go ahead and run down here. Okay, you're almost in striking distance. Everybody moving the chess pieces. Okay, Bowie, why don't you... What is the cheerful bread? I should check that out first. Vampire Bat's getting involved. Here we go. Against Chester. Ouch. Chester's exposed. I did push him a little too far. Alright, get this out of the way. Hero is now healed. 2 HP away from max. I think maybe I can get Spike in. Spike, you wanna... 15% everywhere, huh? 30 there. Damn. Quickly dodged the attack. Watch this. Here's Peter. Peter's attack. Peter hit it with like hypnosis or some other Pokemon move. Or... Psy wave. Okay. I think we can keep rolling. Everybody's in good shape. Abundance of caution. Okay. He's almost involved. I got it. I love Slade, but yeah, right now he's a bit of a liability. I want him to go out there and get killed, so... You can go here. I think we can... Take out the Vampire Bat. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Vampire Bat has been dispatched. Thank you guys for hanging. This is a pretty cool game, isn't it? Like these tactical RPGs, I've been wanting to play more of them. Just played a couple myself. Really only beaten one. Final Fantasy Tactics. Bowie. Bowie's in good shape. Alright, where's... We've got a... These guys are coming up next. I could start moving him down some. Don't want him... You really gotta watch out. Where I got myself in trouble is Bowie, some enemies can do... Well, they all have, like, I guess most of them have a chance of doing certain, like, double attacks, and certain classes have, you know, more chance of doing that. And basically, he had what I thought was a sufficient amount of HP, and then... Yeah, it ended up getting taken out after what was otherwise a really good battle. But if your leader gets taken out, that's it. You lose. Well, 30% everywhere I can go for him. Love to see Peter get involved. Peter the Phoenix. Gotta... No. Spike just taking 1 damage. He's a little stout little guy. I love it. Okay, we can get you down where everybody else is. Slade. Okay, I can't hit. Damn, if they would move, if they would move just a bit, I could get like a hit on both of them. So far, I've only been using the, you know, like level 1 spells with Kazin. I wouldn't have killed it, but yeah, it's a little more damage. Oh, Chester, you're Chester, you're a bit hurt. You can fall back. Alright, yeah, I'm ready to get the hero involved some, so let's move him down. They're still hanging out, huh? We might not fight some of, at least some of those to the far east there. Which one do I want to try to take out? Don't know that he'd kill either. There you go. Goblins defeated. Peter's level 10. They grow up so fast. Gonna sing it every time. Alright, who needs healing? Anybody? I think we're good. Kazin? Yeah, okay. Oh, don't stay! Damn. That gets me. 2 wasted turns. This time around. Shit! 3. Make it 3. No. It's just hitting the wrong button. All that. I'm glad Chester got the kill. Once we get these guys up to level 20, we can look into like having them upgrade their job class. I think they call it, yeah, it's a promotion. You get a promotion. Spike can move really far too. Witch is gonna hit us with freeze. Oh no! Goodbye, Spike. She froze my tortoise buddy. Darn. Okay, keep the priest alive. God. Can't march very far through the... I don't think I can hit from here. Let's go stay with Slade. Shouldn't be down there by himself. Alright, here we go. It's gonna put a hurting on the hero. I think we're okay. Bowie, take a route. Yeah, sorry guys, I realized I'm not the most exciting right now. It's just kind of fun to get sucked into the battle. I'm getting a little tired too. Long day. I hope we can get out of this one. There you go. Yeah, take her out. Boom. Explodes on contact. Oh, alright. At this point, somebody could use a healing, I do believe. Kazine, maybe our hero. 21 out of 31. Bum, bum, bum. Cool. Oh, yeah. Okay, right. There you go, Captain. Okay, which is the, is that like where it's no bun or something? How does that, remind me what the Flying Dutchman's is? Oh, we got those guys up there. Okay. Alright. You good to move, Bowie? You don't really need to be first, but you can go take this guy out. There you go. Got some backup on the way down to this thing. No bun, unchopped grilled onions on top. Okay, right. Now what are you gonna do, man? The secret menu there, I remember being like, whoa, what is this? You know, because In-N-Out is one of those things, if you're not from a region that has it, it's like, you know, you get told by people who visit and then by folks who live there sometimes that, you know, well, okay, you probably want to check it out, or, you know. But yeah, it's... I remember, like, someone giving the tip to do fries extra crispy or something, because if you don't like the limp fries that they give, which is, you know, they can actually be pretty good. Of course, I can't have much from there these days. I think their fries are still solid. It's just potato, I think. But I think they're fried in their own, you know, like separately from other stuff. But, get the fries well done. You don't want limp fries. They're still tasty. They're extremely salty, which is to say that they're great. They're amazing. I don't know. Sometimes at McDonald's, sometimes it's like, oh my god. McDonald's fries aren't even vegetarian, but, so I haven't had those in a very long time, but I remember as a kid being like, oh my god. Yeah, you're gonna want the, like, extra large soda. It's just, it's all racking up, you know. Kazine, where you at, buddy? What do you need a healing? Don't stay. You wasted your turn. I'm not sure, Captain Nemo. I think there's lard or something. Yeah. What is I think... yeah, well, whatever. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Yeah, maybe it is beef tallow at this point. As of a couple years ago when I looked it up, it was, you know, I couldn't have it. It wasn't something I was gonna eat. Take him out. I'm gonna blaze this dude. Hit him with the reading rainbow. Is that what they're putting in the fries? They're putting beef. Boof. That sounds right. Doing the beef tallow. There's that ooze down there. No, ooze is dead, that's right. Alright, just chill out. Damn, they're gonna get in range of Hero. Wow. Heavy damage. Hit me with a crit. Well, we gotta take that thing out. The vampire bat. I know, Kazin almost bit the dust. Shoot. I meant to check that goblin. We wouldn't have killed it though in the one hit, but that's alright. Nice. I did 1 damage there. Wow, alright, we're lucky. We got a turn right here. How you doing? You're good. Stop. Check him. Oh, actually, he could use... But I tried the, like, level 2 heal. I don't think this one heals multiple people. I don't, like, with this one, I don't think it has the splash damage that the others... Yeah. That, our Blaze spell does. Blaze level 2, at least. Slade, you haven't really gotten very involved in this battle today. That's okay. Get here. We're gonna hit you. Hit you with the level 1 Blaze, and someone else can finish this thing off, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not like crazy good, Dustin. I guess its thing is that they try to, you know, and this is the propaganda for you. But yeah, yeah, it tends to be decently affordable compared to, like, it's kind of crazy what some fast food, like how everything's gotten more expensive. But yeah, there's some fast food where it's like, whoa, no way. Like this, when you look at the price, you know. But yeah, it, I guess that they bring in the, you know, like a lot of the stuff is pretty much made right then and there, like, and they source stuff for like that day, and, you know, bring in like, so the stuff is like not just frozen for forever, and, you know, so it's supposed to be somewhat more like, quote, fresh. You know, yeah, that's what someone who wasn't trying to hedge everything they're saying because they, you know, don't eat this stuff would say is that, yeah, it's yeah, it's more fresh. It's like they're delivering from local sources, and like stuff isn't kept. It's typically used like day of, and, you know. Yeah, there's so many. That's the thing, is that there's so many options, you know, and like that's crazy. You're gonna have so many different cuisines at your disposal, you know. Right. And of course, and in many times, like, you can find the, like, really amazing food at some small hole in the wall, you know, often in like a little strip mall, especially in some parts of California. I mean, because, yeah, typically, right, it's, you know, rent can be really high in big cities, so, you know, if you're trying to run a restaurant, you've got to watch out for that. It doesn't mean the food isn't that great, but yeah, some of the best food I've ever had was in some dumpy little dumpy little looking parking lot with, you know, the little mini mall right there. I mean, I do mean, you know, not like a long kind of thing, but just, yeah, just a complex of just a few stores. You know what I'm talking about. It's got its own driveway in and stuff, and then like a small little parking lot. And that's where some of the best food is, you know. Yeah, exactly, Dustin. Yeah, it's... All right. Evil Bat has been dispatched. Guess we're heading further east. Slade, go scope out who's next to fight us. I'm like, who's coming out? Well, we still got her. Is it over when we kill her? I missed. She just blends into the party. Whoops. Oh well. Miss turns all around. Slade, why don't you get a stab in? The witch is like, wow, dude, he missed me. Must not have seen me. I'm blending in. Let's make sure we finish the job. She's got how much? I think the single power blaze would do it, but I think this is the last one we're gonna have to fight. Oh shit, let's be... That's okay. We get to kill her now. There we go. Then Chester takes the credit. Goodbye, little goblin. Oh, he became level 12. Yeah. Well, I feel like the never frozen kind of thing, Palpuck, is such... It's one... Isn't it one of those, like, big buzzwords? I feel like the last couple years, there's all these terms that are very, like, health adjacent, or, you know, it's always been this way with, like, you know, a lot of pseudoscience, and when it comes to diet and what's good for us, what's healthy, what's, you know, quote, right to eat, or... But yeah, I feel like the, like, never frozen, you know, that's kind of been one of the things, sort of... that verbiage has been used a lot. Alright, I'm gonna go back to town and save. We got another battle in, and I'm at the time at which I gotta cut it off, so... Spike is... Oh yeah, let's bring Spike back to life. Sorry about that, buddy. Poor guy. Gets expensive to revive them the more levels they are. So yeah. Let's save. Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah. And freezing is a great way, like in your own kitchen and stuff. I mean, well, anywhere really, to keep food going. Turns out freezing is a great. Yeah. Wow. I think this is the first time we're learning this, and it can be advantageous. I was just joking about that, Palpuck. Yeah, this is, who needs it? Go back to running around, you know, just I hunt all my food with my bare hands. Yeah, we get, in a lot of ways, we got it so much easier in some ways than well, in many, many ways, then there's been a lot of generations of humans. Yeah, and well, yeah, there is certainly a some aspects of modern convenience. I think we've come to rely on them a little bit. I'll tell you one that I haven't adjusted to, and that's having a dishwasher. I already had 2 dishwashers. I don't know what to do with this newfangled one that I got now. Yeah. I know. Well, and it makes it all the sadder, Captain Nemo, that there are still people, trying to, in this day and age, who that's a daily issue, is where that next meal is going to come from. Yeah. I got a we hired a dishwasher, yes. Absolutely. Works, for the most part, it starts at about 11 p.m. So every now and then we'll start at, I'll have him come in at about 1:30 or so in the afternoon or something, yeah. Is that cool, running the dishwasher at night? That doesn't make too much noise, does it? Oh, excuse me, having the dishwasher come in at night, having him clock in at 11, pardon me. Alright, how you guys doing? Part 4's over. That's it. It's done. I'm going to assign it to the waste bin of history. I'm going to delete this stream as soon as we're done here. I'm just kidding. T-Roy's playing. I mean, he's playing with Reebs. Well, that's an easy decision right there. Let's go join them. They're doing their race. Let's do it. They told me that it was a race with Reebs, and I think I read it, and I read Reebs' name, and I don't know why, in my head, this is going to be really funny to some, but I was picturing Rhodes. So those R names got me. Whoops. Alright. I'm gonna get us out of here, guys. Let's go hang out with T-Roy and Reebs. That'll be fun. I know. I wasn't sure if he'd ever played Mega Man X, but yeah. This is fun. Thank you guys for hanging out. Happy Monday. I'm gonna get us out of here. Let's hit the schedule. Hey, if you're on YouTube, please like. And thank you for the comments. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Like, subscribe, comment. So on and so forth. Thank you guys for the follows and for just hanging out too. Most importantly, I appreciate you guys being around. This should be a fun week. I forgot to make a new schedule. Whoopsie. Sorry about that. I'm gonna be back. We'll be on all these days here. We'll be playing the games. It's just the games might be different. I'm thinking it's gonna be, for the most part, I want to just keep the Shining Force 2 party rolling. Maybe we can take a break and mix in something else, like a day on the Famicom or something. But yeah, I'm really digging this game. Tomorrow, let's play for a few hours. Really gonna get a good session in tomorrow. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Quick collage, and then we'll hit the door and head over to Reebs and T-Roy. All right, guys. It is Dustin. Yeah, those Sega sickos. It turns out they were right. It is a good game. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging. Goodbye.